Our puppet friend Jacob hasn't been in his church for a couple of weeks because he and his family were on vacation. While he was gone, Jacob went to church with some cousins and later with a friend, and it was an eye-opening experience for him. Now that he's back, he wants to talk with his church friend, Miss Annie. Let's watch as he tells her what he encountered and asks her the questions that he has.
Hey, Miss Annie. I'm so glad to see you.
Hello, Jacob. I haven't seen you for the past couple of weeks, and I was starting to wonder a little.
Oh, my family went on our Christmas vacation to visit some cousins. And then last week, I visited the church of a friend from school. Did you know that different churches do stuff in lots of different ways? Maybe they are not doing things right.
Can you be a little more specific, Jacob?
Well, in my cousin's church, they had books that they read their prayers from. I know that our pastor sometimes reads a prayer, and some people write their prayers down when they have to give them in front of everyone. But isn't prayer supposed to be, I don't know, like from the heart or something?
Well, I can understand that praying in a formal way might be a little new to you, Jacob, since we don't do that much of that kind of thing here.
Actually, it sounded really good in a way, like when we sing together. What's confusing for me is that when I visited my friend Jim's church, everybody just prayed like they were talking to God at the same time. Some people were asking God for stuff, and it got kind of loud and confusing. It was just the opposite of my cousin's church. Is there a right way to pray, Miss Annie?
That's a really good question. And people have argued about it from time to time. But maybe there is another way to look at it.
What do you mean, Miss Annie?
Maybe we should be happy that there are lots of different ways to pray, and we can be happy that God hears them all. Maybe one way of praying doesn't make you feel like you are talking with God, but yet another one does.
You know, Miss Annie, I like that.
As you grow older, Jacob, you'll get exposed to lots of ways to pray. People have been finding ways to pray for thousands of years. I know that it is something I'm very interested in. If you'd like, you and I can try some ways of praying together.
Miss Annie, that sounds great to me. Let's do that.
So Jacob and the rest of us learned that there are lots of ways to pray and that God hears them all. We also learned that people can learn new ways of praying that will help us as we learn how to follow Jesus.